Hello Virgo, thank you for stopping by Moonlit Taroscope to get your February 2019 love reading. Any information you need about me, my channel, what I do, please feel free to click on the description blocks with the down arrow below to get any information I do. Personal readings, feel free to contact me at moonlittaroscope@gmail.com. Okay. So with all that being said, I'm going to do a full relationship spread. Virgo, this reading is going to be in regards to whoever you were thinking about when you clicked on this video, whoever it is, whatever your love interest is at this moment. That is what this reading is going to be in regards to. Now, when I started my opening, I had a feeling of longing, sort of that laying awake in bed, just thinking about, someone's thinking about you, Virgo. Somebody wants you, wants to be next to you. They're missing your presence. And it's that achy feeling. So let's dive into that. I picked onto something empathically, so let's kind of find out what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and ask right now the spirits from the bright white light, by the way, I live by a dog park. I can't do anything about the dogs. So if you struggle with this, all I can do is tell you I apologize. I am able to keep my concentration. I do not allow the dogs barking to break my concentration, but I just want to kind of give you guys a heads up in case you hear that, okay? Can't be avoided. Can't be avoided. All right, spirit of the bright white light, archangels, ancestors, gods and goddesses. What information do we have for Virgos in love? What is the current situation, please? Clarify the current situation. Well, we have exactly 3 cards popped. We have the 8 of Swords upright, the Moon in reverse, the Devil, someone in this situation really does not want to face their faults, their screw-ups. I heard the other word, but you know what I mean. Someone here doesn't want to admit that they were wrong. Someone in this relationship is on a destructive path rather than a healing path. If you're watching this video, Virgo, it's probably not you because you're attempting to find some healing, or you're just attempting to find some information. But someone in a relationship here is not being honest about what went wrong here. I do think this is going to be about a separation. I do think that this reading is going to be about someone that's the 2 of you that are not together at the moment, at least physically, because of my opening. And of course, these readings don't resonate to everyone, so I am tapping into some energy. So if this is your energy and this does resonate with you, stay with me all the way till the end of the reading, because my readings sort of unfold as we go, okay? That's how I work. Yes, so there's definitely some self-denial of kind of that, I'm really happy to talk to you about what you did wrong, but I am completely unwilling to look at my part in this relationship in order to help it move forward. And for this reason, some of you guys are separated right now. But they miss you. They miss you. And I think they're engaging in some activities that might not be, that may be unhealthy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, but they could be engaging in some activities that aren't healthy in order to deal with how they feel, which is they miss you so much. I know they do. They really do. Virgo, where are you? And what is your energy here? Where is your energy? Where are you with this relationship? Okay. Ace of Wands. So you definitely have a lot of passion in your heart. Queen of Wands in reverse. So there is Well, you've got this Ace of Wands, and then I think you're denying yourself. You're in a state of separation because you are not going to allow this person to continue to do whatever it is they're doing that is destructive to the relationship. But you have a lot of passion. Maybe you're the one that's in longing as well. Maybe you're the one that's in longing. I get that information as well. I feel like this is going... Hold on. You're unwilling to engage in the relationship. You've actually cut yourself off from enjoying the passion and the love of this relationship because of their destructive behavior. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is for them. This is how they're feeling. We have the Nine of Pentacles upright. So yeah, I get the feeling that they still want to be with you, Virgo. They still want to come together with you. They have an open heart when it is in regards to you. I feel like you're the one that's like, I am not going to allow this destructive behavior, this lying, the main issue here is they're not willing to admit what they did wrong. And this bothers you. They're not willing to admit what they did wrong. They're not willing to admit that maybe it wasn't something that they did wrong. Maybe it's something that they feel. Maybe you are afraid that they are attracted to someone else, or you're afraid that they don't love you as much as you love them. They're unwilling to admit to their true feelings because it's easier for them not to. But you have withdrawn because of this. You have withdrawn, Virgo. How are the energies lining up between the two of you currently? I know you're separated. How are the energies lining up between the two of you? The Hermit in reverse. King of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Interesting. So Virgo, you're sort of showing up in your own reading here. Your wise soul you're struggling. This was a battle. This is a battle. Here's what's happening. I think you know that they're not going to change. They're not going to admit something. They're not going to admit it. And because of that, it's a battle between the two of you. But Virgo, I feel like this is going against your instinct. You've got I'm feeling a very feminine energy coming off of you as far as loving unconditionally, but you've been hurt and it's a battle right now. And so you're more content. You can see that they love you. I think you know that they love you. You know what I just saw in this King of Pentacles? I saw these goat and the sheep down here in I'm drawn to this part of the chair here. So yes, we could be dealing with a Capricorn or some Capricorn energy. You know in your heart that you love them unconditionally. You know in your heart that they're not going to change. They want you. They want you to come out. They want to be with you. But you're the one that's put the brakes on because you're trying to decide whether or not you can deal with this truth right here that's being withheld. Either they don't recognize it themselves, or you recognize it within them, but it's so deeply buried in their subconscious, in their emotional. They're not as grounded. They're not as aware of their own stuff as you are. And this is a struggle for you, because you're trying to decide, Virgo, if you're going to be able to accept them exactly the way they are, because I feel that they want you back. I feel that their heart is open. They want to share their life with you. The problem is you. Not the problem. That's the wrong word. The reason why you aren't together is you. And that's okay. Virgo, you get to make those decisions, okay? You get to make those choices. But I think what you're doing is you're squashing the feminine within yourself. You're more relying on the masculine. You're more relying on rational thought. And you're angry. You're a little bit angry here. I need to get some clarity on the moon, and then we're gonna go ahead and go into obstacles and blocks, and your most likely approach and the most likely outcome. So we're going to stop looking at the current situation. We're going to start moving forward with it. Okay, let's get productive here. That's such a Virgo thing. All right, let's get to the point. Let's get productive. By the way, Virgo, we've got a huge super moon coming up for you guys in just a couple of days. So excited about that. Everyone's going to be feeling your energy. This might be a good time to make a decision, for you to make a decision, because you're going to be sitting in your own element at 0 degrees. So the 19th might be a good time for you to make this final decision. But let's go ahead and let's clarify the moon spirits, the bright white light. What is this? What is this thing? I think, Virgo, I think you know, this is more for me. I think you know what it is about your partner that you've recently become aware of, that they are not willing to talk about, not willing to even allow into their consciousness. But there's something going on with your partner, for sure. Obstacles, loss of health. Oh, maybe they're hiding money from you. Maybe they have more money than they told you. This could be a financial situation. They could be suffering health-wise. There could be a health issue going on with them to where they're not. Oh, I don't have anywhere to put these. This could be about maybe they're not mentally stable. Maybe they are dealing with an addiction. This could be a mental illness that you are aware of. And what you have decided at this point is, am I going to be in a relationship with someone with this particular mental illness or this particular addiction? Now that I know this about them, what is best for me? I feel like your immediate reaction is to pull away. However, there is a deeper spiritual side of you that is asking you, why am I so either attracted to this person or disgusted by this person? Attraction and disgust, it's going both ways. It's like you went from this, and you still feel passion toward this person. This is not changed, but you're unwilling to explore it. You're unwilling. You're stuffing the feminine here, which is not like you. This person, whatever it is they're struggling with, it's something that you've dealt with in the past. Maybe you have a parent that has a similar ailment. You have a similar ailment that you have overcome. Also, they could be hiding money from you, or hiding either. I have a feeling that they have more money than they first let on. They first told you about, and you feel like you have been generous and they haven't been generous. They've been more, it's either money or health, you guys. It's either money or health. It's either you have figured out that they have a health problem that they're not willing to deal with. Diabetes. I heard diabetes, like someone has diabetes, but they're not treating it properly. And you don't know, like, do I want to play nursemaid to this person for the rest of my life? I've already been there. I've already done this before. I don't know why I'm in this situation now where here I am with the same type of person. They want you back, though. This is about you making a choice. So, spirits that come from the bright white light, let's see if we can help Virgo figure out whether they want to be with this person or not. Okay, what are the obstacles or blocks to them making this choice to move forward with this relationship? Normally, I would say to move forward to this relationship, but I get the impression that you've recently found out about something with your partner, and the obstacle here is you let's get further clarification on the obstacle. I have a pretty general idea what it is, but the cards are here to help. The cards will give me even further clarification. Seven of Coins in reverse. So yeah, if this is in regards to money, they're certainly not revealing what they have. Two of Cups in reverse. Oh, ouch. And the Six of Cups. So things have become unequal, and Virgo, I feel like you may be, I hate to be blunt, but I feel like you may be judging them too harshly. You will miss them. And you're not taking stock of the good and the bad. Right now, you're just stuck in the bad. What it is that you recently found out. That's all you can that's all you can see right now. That's all you can focus on is what they don't have, not what they do have. So the advice from the cards is, and both of your cups of love is just running out. Because you know what, Virgo, they're not fitting into a neat, they're not, they're challenging your desire for perfectionism in the relationship is what it is. And this has thrown you completely off balance. This has blocked your feminine desire to move forward in love with unconditional love. So, Virgo, I want you to ask yourself, am I able to it's not just your partner. I thought it was just your partner, but it's you too. You have got to step out of what you're not getting and look at what they're not giving you and look at what they are. You've got to stop out of what they don't have, what is not in the cup, and look at what is in the cup. I'm trying to figure out the lighting here. It's a weird, I'm in a new house, so just figuring out all the lighting and the locations and everything has been kind of, and guess what? You will miss them. You already do. They miss you. So if you choose to continue with the separation, there will continue to be pain as far as emotional, and you're going to have sleep. You're going to miss them. And here's the thing, Virgo, this is your life. You get to do whatever you want. You get to make your own choices. You have free will. I believe that. The cards are only here as a guide. I'm only here as a guide. That's it. I'm only a channel here. So what I'm telling you is that, the reason that you haven't made a final decision about this person is that you're not looking at it in a balanced way. You're not looking at what they have. You're just looking at what they don't have. So I feel like this is kind of cliche, but you may be at a point, Virgo, where you need to sit down and go ahead and make the positive and the negative. Do the list. I hate that. I hate it when people tell me to do that. But you know what? For you, I think it's great advice because you guys do understand seeing things. If I move forward in this relationship, what is the positive? If I don't, if I continue with the separation, what is the positive? Do the positive and the negative for not being with this person and being with this person, and decide and do it. Get in touch with your soul. Okay, you're very grounded. I feel like you need to disengage from the grounding. I almost feel like you need to think of your chakras from the waist up. Allow yourself to daydream. Get all the information you need written down on paper. But the decision that you need to make needs to not be a rational one. Love is not rational, Virgo. And you continuing to try to stuff love into a cup isn't going to work. If you're continuing to make it look a certain way on the inside and the outside, it's never going to work. Because love is not rational. Love is not a 1, 2, 3, 4. Love is irrational. And I love Virgos. I know quite a few. Very feminine. You guys are very feminine. You're very very loving and in a maternal way. However, there is a perfectionist side to this that I think is the issue here. You're going to have to decide whether or not you're going to allow the mess, the disorganization that this issue brings with with the health or the money into your life. Are you going to allow that to, are you going to make it work? Are you going to adjust yourself? Are you going to adjust yourself? Because you're going to have to change fundamentally what motivates you on a daily basis. What is the best for you? If you align yourself with this person and make their best interest your best interest, it's going to get messy. Are you willing to allow that to happen? If you do, what's going to happen? I mean, what is a messy house compared to an empty house? It's like a clean house versus a messy house that has love in it. Where can you find your peace there? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. The consequence if you let go of this relationship is you will miss them. I'm not advocating for or against this relationship. I'm just letting you know bringing out into your consciousness what it is that you are choosing when you make the choice. Because being with this person is going to be messy. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be messy. Is it a mess are you willing to jump into it so that you can continue to love this person? Because I see love here. I know there's love here. But it's messy. Spirits from the bright white light. What is Virgo's most likely approach? What is Virgo's most likely approach with their partner, with the relationship? We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's exactly what I was talking about. Not being grounded. They need the grounding, and they are actually I think right now they're in a state of attempting to ground themselves. That might be something you can help them with. That's the yin and the yang here. You might be able to help them with grounding. But as far as your best approach, don't take a measured, methodical, rational approach. You've got to take an irrational, spiritual, passionate approach to this. This is your energy. And so when I ask the spirits and the guides and the ancestors what your best likely approach is, they gave me the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you're going to really have to step outside of what your normal set way of being, Virgo, in order to allow this to move forward. That's going to take a lot of love. What else do we have? Thank you, Spirit, for that. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Yes. You've got to take a loving approach. Families are messy. Look, there's children here. This is a happy, loving family thing. Families are messy. Kids are messy, but they bring love and bliss into our hearts. Embrace the mess. Embrace the disaster here. 4 of Wands. So yes, you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to allow this passion to evolve into a stability, because you can't stand things being unstable. You can't stand this. This is what's going on right now in y'all's energy, and you can't stand it. And I understand that. So you're going to have to allow it. You're going to have to go through this process in order for stability to come back in, and stability in love. You're going to have to let it get messy. Okay, you're going to have to, this is so hard. It's going to be really hard for you, Virgo, because it's completely outside of your own nature. It's completely outside of your own nature. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be messy. But here's the thing. You got to remember, your love, your passion for this person, your intimate times with this person, that part I don't think is the problem. That part is stable. You love them now. You're going to continue to feel passionate toward them. You're going to continue to enjoy having them between the sheets. You're going to continue to enjoy an intimate and fulfilling intimate life with them. Okay? But it's going to be messy. That's the difference. What is the most likely outcome if Virgo goes along this path If Virgo chooses to allow things to get messy, what is the most likely outcome? Basically what I'm saying, Virgo, is if you choose to continue with this relationship, what is the most likely outcome? That's the big question, isn't it? That's why you're here. I told you to watch all the way to the end. There's a reason I do that. This is the big one. All right, spirits, I need to divine. They're telling me to divine the cards. Five of Cups in reverse. You're going to feel better. The Five of Cups is in reverse. The depression is going to end. Ten of Wands. Yes, this is going to continue. All right. I knew from beginning that this was not an easy relationship. It is a difficult one. And you're going to continue to have times where it is too much for you. So this relationship is going to be one that's going to continually need to be worked on, revitalized, and the two of you are going to have to continue to get together and talk things through and make changes. It's going to take some work. It is certainly going to take some work. And the last card, Spirit, is the Sun. Oh my God, that's beautiful. You could be dealing with the Leo here, but this is also just happiness, fulfillment, being safe, being secure, getting back into your garden, which I know is what you want. You're not there yet, but I kind of get the impression that if you decide to take this dive with this person, I feel, and I'm not usually one to advocate for or against a relationship. My overall intuition here, they said it's a healing relationship. It is very possible that even though this is maybe an uncomfortable relationship, this could definitely be a soul mate. When I say soulmate, I don't mean someone that you have to be with for the rest of your life, but someone that is here to teach you a lesson in this life that you did not learn in the last one. And this may be the exact relationship in which that will occur. And it's messy and it's difficult, but look at this. All day I put up my yellow flowers. I just really felt this yellow energy today, Virgo. Bliss, warmth, love. I want that for you. I'm speaking to just a few of you. This may just relate to a couple of you guys. I've been thinking a lot about Virgo, to be honest, over the last few days because of the full moon coming up in Virgo. I am very strongly personally influenced by the moon. So that's why I knew this was going to be an interesting reading. So for the Virgos that this does resonate with, I want you guys to, overall, the message from my guides is telling me that it's time to get messy. It's time to step out of your element, step out of the earth element and go into some water, go into some messiness. They might be able to heal you. I get the impression that you feel like you're going to have to give and give and give and not receive, but I don't think that's the case. If you change the space, if you change the way you look at things, Virgo, okay, which is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. You may need to work on your third eye chakra. I'm going to suggest that you look at yellow and orange. I'm going to suggest that you eat yellow and orange. Ask